Okay, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Let me go ahead and get it all together. Doing a mic check, making sure everything is good. Okay, so hey guys, my true tellers. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Guys, let me know how you like my background. I'm thinking about just going ahead and just do a background with this midnight blue. Man, I think is awesome. I really like this. Let me see if I can pull it up some. Yes, surrounded by these melanated guys. Yes, indeed. So as you can see right here, guys, we got a hot topic that we're going to go ahead and talk about. Yes, I really like this. I like my melanated skin. I mean, it's just like, oh my God, this look like fire. I think this is exactly how I'm going to go ahead and do my background when I set it all up, because I took one room and I made it out my studio. But I love this midnight blue. I think it looks so good. It makes me look powerful. Yes, indeed. So, guys, I see my mod is in the house. Starbucks lover. She says, "Welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk." Guys, make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Uh, and also, she said, if you would like to go ahead and support this channel, go ahead, yes, and cash out Real Talk 985. Your support is appreciated, but it is not required. So thank you very much, Starbucks. So guys, as you can see right here, we got a hot topic that we're going to go ahead and talk about. And like I said there and say, in here is grown folks. We don't eat meat. Like I said, we eat meat. We don't drink milk. We don't pacify anyone. Make sure I go ahead and get it right. But this right here, this is real life, this is real, whether we ready or not, it's coming. So as you can see right here, how I have surrounded by my black melanated gods. I'm going to call them exactly who they are. They are gods, whether you like it or not, because we're not here to sit there and put our foot on no one. Okay. And as you can see by the title, and I'm going to stand on my truth in here. No one is going to come in and try to control me and tell me what to talk about or what not, because see, you guys looking at the surface. That's why you all can go ahead and jump from channel to channel to channel. But when I look at things, I look at it in the core of things, and that's why I can be able to sit there and separate the sheep from the goats, the wheat from the tare. Now, when it comes to our black men, yes, our black men are some silly sheep. Some silly sheep. We get caught into the matrix. We get caught into the foolish things of this world. And I'm gonna go ahead and talk about all this right here. And unless you are a prophetess, then yes, you can say something. But if you're not a prophetess and you just all about gossiping, jumping from channel to channel, like I said, I take the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. Okay, so just give me chance to not, give me a chance to go ahead and get into my zone, and I'm going to make sure that I break it down where even a child can understand, because enough is enough, okay? Enough is enough. And we're going to call it like it is, because the real enemies out there, we gives them a break. That's why they can continue plotting and sleeping overtime, because we give them a break. So we're going to break all this down right here. As you see by the title, is the grand jury. They no longer wants to indict a ham sandwich, because we already know the saying, they can indict a ham sandwich. Now they want to go ahead and they wants to indict baby or make it make sense. So as you can see right here, when it comes to Seancombs, P. Diddy, all the names that he goes by, he the one tick somebody off. He had to tick somebody off for them to sit there and put in the documents, it's part of the charges of baby, or who does that. Okay, so like I said, in here is grown folks. We don't have time to sit there and tickle nobody ears. We're gonna tell it like it is. If you looking for someone to tickle your ears, then you go to those type of channels. I see one of these little platforms. I mean, it's like she was so glad to see stuff like this. I mean, and then she call herself a psychic. Make it make sense. That's to show you that they are not the real deal anyway, because she was waiting for stuff like this. But like I said, our people are lost. But I want to go ahead and share something with you guys before I continue with my commentary. Let me go ahead and do my copyright disclaimer. But I really like this background. Really, really love this background, and I think this is where I'm going to this is how I'm gonna set my platform for now on. I'm gonna set it up with this midnight blue, surrounded by my black men. I'm gonna just go ahead and fix it on my own. So let me see if I can go ahead and pull this up right quick, guys. I want to go ahead and do this. Yeah, let me do this right quick. So just go ahead and bear with me, because I promise you, honey, I am going to get into it. I am going to get into it. So let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer first. Let me see if I can pull it up where I can be able to see this right here. And like I said, I'm not going to dummy myself down. I'm not going to make myself feel like, I can't speak on certain topics, oh, what is she's talking about? It's just that when I talk, your ears bleed. Okay. So he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord saying, because, I've been watching some of these platforms, some of these people, trust me, ain't nothing but foolish people. Foolish, foolish, foolish. Okay. So don't never ever underestimate who you are. So let me go ahead and read this right here. If I can go ahead and see it, the copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So as you can see right here, we're going to go ahead and talk about all the stuff that is going on, which, I mean, it's just all over the place, talking about P. Diddy, Sean Combs, which I truly believe that is much bigger than him. And if I was him, I would go out swinging. I would go out swinging, which he does not have no choice. You either going to sink or you're going to go ahead and swim. But, pretty much, like I said, this right here is the nature of the beast. Like I said, much is given, much is required. So, also before I get into that, let me go ahead and play this right here because I want to make sure that I close some of these tabs because I know that I'm going to have some problems. So, let me go ahead and play this right here, which you guys might have seen it so many times, which I don't follow any of these entertainers, but this right here has stuck out. This guy, I don't know what he goes by the name of. His name, I think he's an actor, if I'm not mistaken, Frenzo, Faizon. So let me see if I can go ahead and pull this up. It's not letting me pull it up. Let me see. I should have tried it before I got into it. Let me see if it'll let me pull this up. No, it's not letting me put it up. That's weird. It's not even letting me click on it. So let me see if I can go ahead and click on it. It's not even letting me click on. Hold on one second, guys. It might kick me out. I don't know, because when you start standing on your truth, you always go through things like this. But for some reason, it's buffering. So I don't know why it's doing this. My God, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's froze. So let me see if it's going to let me click on something. It's not letting me click on anything. So just go ahead and bear with me. If not, oh well. Oh well, like I said, ain't nobody mad but the devil, okay? So let me see if it's going to let me get on it this way. Bear with me one second. I'm going to try this one right here. Nope, it's not letting me get on it at all. So, oh well, it's not letting me get on it as well. Let me see if I can go ahead and pull it out on my cell phone. So go ahead and bear with me, guys. Like I said, in here is unapologetic real talk, and nobody is mad but the devil. We're not going to give him no glory at all, honey. No glory at all. So right here, the guy that I had posted, I cannot show I can't show that little small clip. It's not letting me show it. So let me see if I can pull it up right here. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk, Unapologetic, Nine Buys. Make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Let me see if I can pull it up right here so I can go ahead and read some of the comments. Let me see. Because I had it all together. It was playing, and soon in a minute when I came on live, couldn't play it. So let me see if it. No, I guess they must have said there. A lot of people have been posting this video right here. So I guess what they did was they probably went ahead and took it off. I don't know. Because you know how they are. They want to keep us asleep. They don't want us to sit there long as we entertaining and buck dancing and coonery, everything is okay, okay? But right here, this actor, you can go on the Shed Room and you might be able to go ahead and find it. His name is Frenzo, Faizon, Love, which he was concerning some things that containing to P. Diddy, where it says, when has being nasty been a federal crime? And I want to go ahead and talk about that right there. I thought that I was going to be able to post that, but when is it a crime to be nasty? And we already know, especially when it comes to all this right here, most of this right here, like I said, especially when it comes to our people, know your place. Know your place, black man. That's the code right there where they want you make sure that you know your place. And until we wake up and realize who we are, and let me go ahead and see if I can pull that up because they didn't let me go ahead and pull anything up on Instagram. So let me go ahead and pull this up. See, they want to keep you blind. They want to keep you to sleep. Ain't nobody wants to sit there and tell you the God honest truth, And like I said, until we wake up and come out of her, leave those people's stuff alone because it all belongs to us anyway. It all belongs to us anyway. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. It all belongs to us. So let me go ahead and read this right here because I want you to know. I want you to know who you are. Right here in Psalms 82 and 6, it says, I said you are gods. And I'm talking about the little God, not the big God. You are gods. You are the sons of the Most High, but you will die like mere mortals. You will fall like every other ruler. You are gods. Know your place. And that's exactly why I have my background where you see all these melanated black gods in behind us. And we have to make sure that, we have to protect our own. We have to protect our own. But our black man also have to know who you are. You are gods of the Most High God. You are gods. Don't let people sit there and tell you that you this, you that. They know without you, you would not exist. They would not exist. They would not exist. They know who you are, and they playing chess with your life. They playing chess. They looking at you as pawns. They sitting there. They getting people that really don't know who they are, and they getting them, and they putting all that money, pouring it all to them, and so they can do that dirty work. And the minute when they don't need you anymore, what they going to do? They're going to sit there and they're going to throw you away like disposable goods. But I want to tell you again, black man, you are gods. And let me tell you right now who we are fighting against. So I'm closing some of these tabs, okay? So if I'm going too fast, guys, tell me I'm going too fast, okay? So let me share this right here with you. I want to share this one with you right quick. This is the last scripture. So remember the scripture that I gave you. I gave you Psalms 82 and 6. Now I'm giving you the scripture. And like I said, when it comes to the Bible, that is only a written word. The spoken word is in us. It's in us. They ran before time. And that's another story by itself, because see, I don't want to give you guys too much meat. Because if I give you too much meat, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to choke on it. Okay. Like I said, we got a lot of soul searching. We got a lot of soul searching that we need to do. Okay. So let me go ahead and read this one right here. First, I just told you that you are gods. You are gods, and we are goddess. Your women's are goddess. We are Alpha and we are Omega. We are the beginning and the end. They don't want to tell you that. And soon in a minute, when the black man rises, because they do not want the black Messiah. They do not want the black Messiah to rise. So they're going to do any and everything to sit there and smear your character. It's just a game. Mary, 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 life is but a game. It's all a game. You are in a matrix, okay? And they are playing a game with you. This is what I call a project. This is a project. And the only reason why we cannot figure out the game, because like I said, the blueprint is already here. The blueprint is already here. The reason why we don't know how to play the game is because we are dipping and dabbing in the things of this world. We got the power. We got the power. Don't let these jokers say that, oh, they got the power. They might say, D, what are you talking about? We don't have the power. The white man have the power. No, the white man knows how to cut down damn trees and sit there and make money and sit there and make you lose your soul. Got trees, paper is made out of trees. They sit there and they use that which the dollar is about to sit there and be worthless. We got the power. They sitting there cutting down trees, making money, and got us losing our soul behind it. Some of you guys might sit there and say, what the heck she's talking about? Like I said there and say, in here is for grown folks. We ain't got time to sit there and wish Wendy Williams was back, because, oh, if Wendy Williams was back, oh, if Wendy Williams had her show, oh, she's going to sit there and she's going to read Seancombs to filth. Make it make sense. They wishing, our own people wishing that Wendy Williams was back, because Wendy Williams was the type of person that would put her foot on the black man's neck, all the while she got so much dirt behind her own back doors. Like it says, clean up your own back doors before you sit there and try to clean somebody else, because what goes around is coming up will come back. So now Wendy Williams is doing. She's facing her demons, okay? So also, let me go ahead and give you this right here because like I said, in here is real talk, okay? It's not for everybody, so don't sit there and try to trick me up. If you are a true prophet or a true prophetess, you are welcome to come on, okay? You are welcome to come on. If you are the type of person that likes to jump from channel to channel and you all into the entertainment part, see, that's why you can't see the forest from the green, from the trees. You can't see the forest from the trees because you into this soapbox, you into this reality, you into the things of this world. And that's why I tell you all the time, how I can take the foolish things of this world to conform the wise. Because see, our people, long as they buck dancing and twerking and entertaining and coonery, that they satisfy. They satisfy, but I see the inner side of things. Okay, so let me tell you right here. I already gave you Psalms 82 to let the black man knows that he is God. Okay, in Ephesians 6:2, because like I said, they say we can take their words because the words that they take, we know how to decipher, we know how to decode it. Ephesians 6:2 says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood." This is nothing to do with P. Diddy. This has nothing to do with man. This has nothing to do with P. Diddy. This has nothing to do with Michael Jackson. This has nothing to do with Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, all of them, because like I say, they all going to be charged. Every last one of them going to be charged until we say enough is enough. They're all going to be charged with the same game, the man law, whatever they want to call it, RICO. They all going to be charged with the same charge, the Man Act. So even if I'm going to tell you right now, start trembling, black man. Even if you support OnlyFans, they're gonna come after you with OnlyFans because you thinking that, oh, you sitting there, you can go on certain sites is a game to you, or it's something that's legal. They're gonna use that against you too. OnlyFans. If you sit there and you done got them women, how they use women as bait, that's why when you be a fisherman, be a good fisherman. When Jesus said there, and like I say, some of these stuff, it's stories. We got to know exactly how to, bring it on home. But he used this fishermen. So if he used fishermen, the world gonna use fishermen too, and they gonna use these silly women as bait. So when you sitting there going to OnlyFans and you getting these women and flying these women to locations, they coming after you too. They gonna use the same games that they use after these silly sheeps. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna stick a pin in that for now. But let's read Ephesians 6:2. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. You know what principalities is? That's against people that's in high places, people that they think has power, but it's not the real power because we got the power, against rulers of darkness in the world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So that's who we are fighting against. We are not fighting against flesh and blood, but we are fighting against principalities, against power, against rulers of darkness, against the world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So I just want to make sure, guys, that you know exactly who we are fighting against, okay? So it's all about power. So that's why they can sit there and make all these things, these different bling bling things because of who we are, because we are gods. We are gods. We come from off our native land where we had diamonds and gold right in our backyard. So if we had all those flashy things, it didn't mean nothing to us, because we didn't know who we were really are. We don't know who we really are. But that's why we are fascinated when it comes to bling bling, because like I said, we were sitting on that. It was the roads was paved with gold and diamonds because it all belongs to us anyway, okay? But that's exactly who we are fighting against. We are fighting against people in high places, okay? And some of you guys may not get this until tomorrow, okay? So let me go ahead and read some more of the comments. I see Mildred is in the house. She said that is true. Also, God is boss. Say, speak the word, sister. Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me go ahead and get out of that. I just want you to know who we are fighting against. We are fighting against principality people in high places. It's all about power. All of this right here is all about power. So let me go ahead and see if I can close some of my tabs. Okay. So again, guys, just bear with me 1 second. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, or however you feel led. Okay. I'm just seeing if I can go ahead and set up everything, get out of this right here, closing up some tabs. And bear with me right here. But I like my little background. I really love this midnight background. Okay. So I think that I'm gonna go ahead and fix it up just like this. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about all the stuff that is going on. And one thing about us, especially when it comes to God's almighty warrior, we already know that the time was going to come. And the thing about it is, like I just said, that we fighting against principality, against power, against rulers in high places. And anytime when you sitting there, you seen that our people, hold on, I'm trying to get this right, guys, when we seen that our people are falling by the wayside, all of them the same way, ain't nothing different, nothing new under the sun, falling by the wayside, falling by the wayside. You're right, Mildred. In the yes, yes. So let me go ahead and finish going over some of the notes that I went ahead and I took. Like I said, that America, when it comes to America, we already know how America was found. We already know that it was found and how they became who they are today, off the back of slaves, blood, sweat, and off of a lie, pretty much. And the thing about it is that our people, we don't know who we are. And the reason why we don't know who we are, because we are blinded by the things of this world. Most of us right now, we are brainwashed. We are brainwashed until we go back to our first love, until we realize who we are. Until then, they're going to continue to work overtime on us, and they're going to use any and everybody. Like I said, when it comes to P. Diddy, to come after him for, I mean, three felony counts to come after him and put in the same. And I'm not attorney. I'm not attorney. I just speak into my spirituality. I have a spirit of discernment. But a lot of stuff that he is going through, and I'm not trying to defend him, because, like I said, what we saw on television, it was very horrible. It was very horrible. But they do things like that. They'll do anything to demonize you. So I wonder if, when it comes to the money, the settlement that he went ahead and he gave Cassie, would he be able to get that money back? Because he settled out. But like I said, when it comes to the law does not mean a bowl of beans. It does not mean crap to them, especially when it comes to the black guys. Okay, it doesn't mean anything. So I wonder if, now that the stuff that he paid her to shut up, not to come out with it, which that's his rights. He can have her to settle out. She took the money. So can he go back? That's the question that I want to know. Can P. Diddy, Seancombs, can he go back and recoup that money? Because now, it's already out. And if she's out there, she's talking, then that's a violation right there. So like I said, you have to be ahead of the game. And also, like I said, all this right here is what I call in the matrix. And notice, let's go ahead and talk about that right here. Notice that he's being charged in New York. New York, the Big Apple, the Big Apple. Like I said, this right here is what I call the age of Aquarius. Nothing is new under the sun. Everything, just like life. Life is just going round and round and round and round, round and round. It's just a cycle. It's just a cycle. The Big Apple. Everything is in New York. We got migrants coming by the droves, being dumped in New York. Was said that some of these immigrants getting $9,000 vouchers to get apartments, and some of them sitting there saying over $100,000, and I'm gonna say allegedly, worth of food stamps. We can't get nothing. We got people right now hungry under the bridge. We got kids coming from the school system, going and living their cars, but yet we got migrants right there in New York living in a five-star hotel, living in a five-star hotel, but yet we got our babies sitting there coming from school and living in their cars or under the bridge. We got people sitting there living from paycheck to paycheck, but these people coming down here by the droves, coming by the droves and getting benefits. And it takes, like I said, we've been here on American soil, and some of our people can't even sit there and get nothing, living out there homeless. Like I said, guys, it's a lot of stuff that we need to go ahead and wake up. And I truly believe that when it comes to P. Diddy, and like I said, I don't give a care if I have nobody in here. I'm going to stand on my truth because I know my people love their ears to be tickled. You sit there and you talk about these reality shows, talk about tearing each other down. They like it. Oh, they love it. They runs for that. And the power that be knows that. That's why every time when it's close to some things that they need to make changes, some policies that they need to put in place, what they do is they put stuff like this out. They figure, oh, we went ahead and we tried to assassinate the former president twice. It didn't work. Nobody budged. So let's see how we can sit there and get the attraction off of the stuff that we trying to do. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and continue rolling the ball when it comes to these entertainers. And the reason why is because we distracted when it comes to these celebrities. We idolize celebrities. So they're going to only use what we love the most when it comes to these celebrities, which I call them fallen stars. But all this stuff right here, guys, is just a cheap trick. And most likely what had happened, Pete Diddy, Sean Combs, he pissed somebody off. He ticked them off. He ticked them off because you got to play by the game. You got to play by the game, guys. And like I said, most likely, he was in it. He was in it knee deep, but they got to shut him up. Most likely, that's why, they got him where he's at right now because they know that we could keep an eye on him if we don't make bail for him. We could keep an eye, and we know we got people that sat there and did some horrible things, and still can be able to make bail. Still can make bail. And like I said, I'm not giving him excuse of what he have done, but like I said, when just like I was trying to play the video, a little small clip when this guy sat there and saying, when is being a pimp? Just because you nasty, you want to go out there and you pimp. When is that, like I said, when is that, something that it will get you in where you cannot sit there and get out? The biggest pimp got to die with his legacy intact. Nobody talking about the biggest pimp that died with his legacy intact. He the one sat there and the foundation was built off of him. We got our silly sheeps. They sitting there mimicking off of him. All the celebrities, all the entertainers, rich people, politicians, when they wanted to party, they went to the Playboy Mansion. But we got our silly sheeps who wants to be like Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner can get away with a lot of stuff. He can die with his legacy intact. But you tried. You tried. I promise you, you would never even make it because your own people would sit there and crucify you. And that's why I sit there and say, when it comes to Sean Combs, he is the sacrificial lamb. He's a sacrificial lamb. They hate to see when our black man, and I'm not even going to say they. I'm not going to say they no more. You might not want to hear this. Like I said, this platform is not for everybody. I only can call it out as I see it. And I'm not going to say they. I'm going to say my people. I'm going to say my people because see, you got mad when Netta. I think her name is Nettie. This trans Nettie and Charles. When she sat there and called you guys out, you want to go ahead and cancel her. Well, some of the stuff that she was saying was true. The ones that do the most is our own people. Like I said, old master don't have to do anything anymore. All old master have to do is sit on his tree, drink his beer, his wine, or whatever he's drinking, and look at your fools, laugh at your fools, because now it's embedded in us. It's embedded in us. He don't have to do anything. We tearing up each other. Like I said, not many of us gonna be able to cross over. Some of us going to fall down the wayside because what we do is we call good evil and evil good. We don't want to protect our black man. And the reason why we don't want to protect our black man, because we allowed the government, we allowed our oppressors to tell you that they ain't crap. And the only reason why they ain't crap no more is because they use this project to sit there and split the black man and the black woman apart. If you split and you break up the black man and the black woman out of the home, what you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? You're going to see a Sukahana, you're going to see a Saucy Montana, you're going to see our children just acting like pure enemies. And the reason why, because like I said, once you tear down the black family, this is exactly what's going to happen. We are in a matrix, guys. We are in a matrix until someone sit there and say enough is enough. Until someone say enough is enough. This is real. This is real. And the thing about it, we allowing these jokers to play games with us. And I promise you, this is just only the beginning. They most likely didn't even really want it, Seancombs. They probably wanted, just like I had said several months ago, Jay-Z. And the only reason why they didn't get Jay-Z, because Jay-Z got a melanated goddess on his backside. A melanated goddess that's helping him on his side. I'm pretty sure that's who they wanted. But I promise you, you guys sitting there gloating and sitting there saying, oh, that's good for P. Diddy. But what if they get your favorite? Which they coming after your favorite. They gonna come after your favorite. That's why I hope that when Jay-Z and Beyonce, they went ahead and they purchased them an island, God allowed you to purchase that island for a reason. Go and set, you got enough money, instead of pouring into this system, go and sit there and build on that island that you went ahead and purchased and get away from here. Because like I say, Babylon is falling anyway. Babylon is falling anyway. This right here is the last trumpet sound when we got a whore sitting there, Jezebel, a whore that's sitting there going to let leash. That's Bible. This is not something that I'm making up. Oh, she's being mean. Go and read it for yourself in the book of Revelation. Like I said there and say, we are living it out. You sitting there still fighting. We got these Hebrew lights or whatever they want to sit there and call them, and I'm not going to sit there and try to, make my brothers feel bad. But still of all, we fighting who this person is, who that person is. Oh no, they supposed to be this. And they only ones that named and claimed and drew maps and names, and that's your oppressors to keep you confused. We are gods and goddesses. We sitting there fighting over names. Fighting over names. Make it make sense. When the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and we supposed to take it by force. But what we are doing, we fighting over names. Fighting over names while these people sitting there behind closed doors plotting over us. Read the book of Revelation. Like I say, it's not in a book that's fattening away. Just like the Most High God told Ezekiel. He told Ezekiel, he didn't say read the book. He said eat the book. We are supposed to fulfill scriptures. We are supposed to fulfill the word of God, because who can tell it better? The ones that's already been through it. Some of you guys may not even understand what I am talking about. That's why I say, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. Some of this stuff, what the heck is she going to? But the word of God is not hidden. The word of God is only hidden to those that are lost. This right here is what I call the last trumpet sound. And Jezebel she's going to roam. She's going to be let loose. And you guys telling me, oh, it's all about democracy? Well, it was all about democracy in the Bible stories. It was all about democracy. What happened to Solomon and Gomorrah? The Most High God say, "Oh, it's coming down. I'm about to sit there and tear it down." We had a prophet. They called him Abraham. We're going to call him Abraham. They called him Abraham. Abraham pleaded with God. Oh, if it's 50 righteousness. The Most High God say, well, if it's 50 righteousness, I'm going to go ahead and save him. He dropped it all the way down, if I'm not mistaken, to 5. God tore it down. Like I said, roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Mary, 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 life is but a dream. Everything, like I said, it's finished. The stage is already finished. It's over with. The Most High God does not deal with us, and He see things the way that man sees it. We sees it from the beginning to the end, but the Most High God sees it from the end to the beginning. It's like watching a good movie. You know when you watch a good movie, but you want to know how the end going is going to end out. You rewind it, and that's how life is. That's how God deals with us. It's finished. It's over with. It's finished. We just going through the process, but it's over with. But it's how you going to handle it. When are you going to wake up? When are you going to come out of your sunken place? It's over with, guys. This is just a stage. And the reason why we keep going round and round and round, we're supposed to been out of this right here. We had supposed to been out here over 400 years. We had supposed to been woke up, but we still asleep. And why we are still asleep? Because we don't know who we are. We have lost our first love. And I know some of you guys don't want to hear this, but I'm telling you guys, this is the beginning. Your favorite ones going to be on that cross as well. Your favorite ones going to be on that cross. And that's when you're going to sit there and say, oh, Lord, I can't believe it. Why? Well, you knew. You knew. You knew what was going to happen. But you were so fixated because it's certain people that you don't like. I may not like that person either, but who am I? Who made me the judge, the jury, and the executor? Who made me God? I may not like the person at all, but it's not for me because we all have to work out our own soul salvation in fear and tremble. And I'm pretty sure when it comes to Sean Combs most likely he done tick somebody off. And I mean the people in Ephesians, people that I just named in high places, he done ticked them off. Ephesians 6 and 12, people in high places. And they don't want that out. So we need to sit there and we need to monitor this guy. Because we don't know who he done sat there and filmed at his freak parties. I'm pretty sure that many called him. Many called him, hey, Seancombs or P. Diddy, how are you doing? Are you making sure that your people going out to vote? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I got another favor. I need you to do for me. I need you to get me some of these bros and hoes, sending them to my hotel. Well, what's your hotel number? It's 666. That's the game. And you don't know who are the ones that was calling him. Oh, he's the connection now. Hugh Hefner, he died. He dead. We need a Hugh Hefner. The ones that's taking on those spirits. Okay, I got you. But why he got him? Most likely, he was keeping records. Oh no, we got to send forces. We got to send forces to tear him down. Who you ever heard have to send that type of forces to a man's house? Who you know that does stuff like that? When we got some bigger fishes, we had right there in New York. Nobody wanted to talk about it. Nobody wanted to talk about right in their synagogues. They had hidden walls, tunnels, baby high chairs, and dirty mattress. You don't hear not one thing about that. When Candy start talking about it, Candy Owens, long as Candy Owens, let's go ahead and get to Candy Owens. Let's go ahead and get to Candy Owens. Let me go ahead and make it a little bigger because I like my back screen. It's time to wake the hell up out of our black man. You are God. Don't let nobody ever tell you who you are. They'll tell you, oh, you blaspheming, you blaspheming. No, let them say what they want to say. They know who you are. That's why they can't leave you alone. They can't leave you alone. I need them to see my face. Yes. I need you to see my face. Long as Candy Owens was out there tearing up on people, oh, it was good. Oh, she's the queen. She's the queen of social media. Long as Candy Owens was tearing down her people. But the minute when she sat there and she flipped the script and started sitting there exposing them, the minute when Candy Owens started exposing them, oh, we got to get Candy Owens out. You have to know your place. Long as we tearing each other down, it's cool. We had a Roland Martin sitting there saying, "Oh, Candy Owens, she ain't invited to our cookouts." And they liked it that. Oh, she don't have to come to your cookouts, Roland Martin. She could come and sit on our table and she could eat steaks and potatoes. But soon in a minute, she started flipping the script. They had to get her off. They had to get her off. That's why I sat there and said, life is just a game, guys. They are playing chess. The DA may call it poker. They playing games with you guys. And the only reason why your lower self is playing games with you because you don't know who you are. There's no unity. There's no loyalty when it comes to the Black community. It really sickens my soul when I hear something like this, and I'm going to play it all the time. And I'm not going to never, ever dummy myself down. Like I said, I don't care if you hit like, comment, share the video. I'm not going to never dummy myself down because I know that the Most High God, I know He talks to me. I know that my ancestors are encamping their angels around me. I know how to rightfully divide the word of truth. I know how to see the bigger picture.
For hundreds of years, we've been the most hated. But within that hatred comes the hypocrisy of loving our culture. You've made trillions off of our motherfucking culture. You know that. You've made money off our culture. Let's be real.
100%.
You've made money off our culture. White musicians, all of them have made money off of Black culture. All of rock, all of jazz, motherfuckers, all the shit we created from the oppression and the abuse and the rape and the putting down of us. We create blues, jazz, rock and roll, reggae, ska. We invent all of that shit. And to top it off, we invent all the shit that you all use. From the video game cartridge, Henry Lawson, huh? We got the pacemaker, Otis Boynton. We have the late Dr. Bath, who created the laser eye surgery. We have Dr. Gladys, who's still alive, who's almost 80 years old, who created GPS.
Did you hear that? All the stuff that we have invented. All the stuff that we have invented. But the thing about it is that soon in a minute we invent those things, the kinkerworms, the palmer worms, the locusts, and the caterpillars, they come and clean us up dry. And sometimes we give it to them. We give it to them. We hand it over. We make things and we give it over to them. But just say, if we had control of all the stuff that we built, they will be looking at us as the God that we are. They will be bowing down to us because of all the stuff that we have invented. Don't you know just the melanin in your skin, they are putting it in computer chips. The militaries, they are researching and putting it in spaceships and all types of stuff. Just the melanin in your skin, they are injecting it and putting it into their bodies. Did you hear what I said? And this is not being racist. They are taking the melanin out of the goddess and God's body and injecting it to their body. Why? Why? Let me tell you why. Because our own president of the United States said that the white race is dying out. And this is not being racist. We been was the majority, but now that they can't lie no more because we are in the age of technology, everything is at a push of the button. All you got to do is just research. It all depends on how far you are willing to dig deep down for that information. But we've been with the majority. We've been here not over thousands of years, but billions of years. We've been here. We've been here. We've been here since the beginning. According to them, we've been here. So in a minute, when the Most High God created this entire planet, that's why he gave us dominion. They know that. You don't know that. What the heck is she talking about? Let her go back to reality shows because that's where our people at. Our people would rather set smack dab in the middle of these reality shows, football too. We ain't getting you no excuse. They knows how to keep us entertained. But we've been here. But where did they came from? Because like I said, you do your research, guys, and you would know that you've been here over billions of years. You've been through the four corners of this world. You've been we've been in everywhere. We ain't just sat there and all of a sudden, we just came out of no place during slavery. We've been here. And that's the thing that they don't want you to see. They don't want you to know. And the reason why is because when we wake up, then what we going to do? What they going to do? They're going to put them to run. When we wake up, when we really wake up and get into our rightful position. Like I said and say, guys, this right here, this is real. This is real. And the thing about it is that they use these silly sheeps to work overtime on us. Help them. We help them to do their job. And that's why they still sitting there, continue doing what they doing. They make things just with us in mind to keep us asleep, keep rocking us to sleep. But this right here is real. And I'm pretty sure that most of all this stuff that you see right here, is just only a distraction. Only a distraction. And most of all this right here is happening right in the big city of New York, because they don't want the truth to come out. They don't want the truth to come out. Like I said, when it comes to Sean Diddy, he must have sat there and ticked somebody off. But then again, like I said, when they want to pass certain laws, I think all this stuff right here was already set in place, because not too long ago, last year, they was trying to pass a bill where women, if you've been violated in domestic abuse, you can go back 40 years. They was passing that, all of them bills. It's like a certain time limit. Every woman, you got to go ahead and file if you've been going through DV 40 years ago. They was setting it in place because they was trying to get these silly sheep, these Negroes. Go ahead, come on and file. Come on and file. Like I said there and say, the system is not messed up. The system is not broken. The system is only doing what the system is designed to do. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to sit there and say enough is enough? And this right here, this is real talk. If you want to know who are the real beasts, the real pawns, like I said, all this right here is script. Hollywood and politics. Hollywood politics. That's how they can be able to sit there and steer this narrative through Hollywood and politics. And they use our silly sheeps, use our talents against us. They go to the poorest of the community. Some of them can't even sing because we haven't had no good singers. I'm talking about good R&B singers since Marvin Gaye and Shaka Khan and Earth, Wind and Fire. That's Michael Jackson's. That's when good music. But you don't really hear no good music today. They get these silly sheets, making them think that they can sing their talent, pouring billions of dollars to them. They don't care how much money. They don't care how much money they pour into them, long as they can sit there and keep you to sleep. Get on the stage like a Sukahana and a sexy rate. My God, Lord, bless them, but remove them. Bless them, but remove them. Because our young generation are sponging off of that. But they like that because they are a part of the system. It's bait. We are fishermen. We are fishermen. And they know exactly what bait to use. They know exactly what bait to use. And that's why we got these silly sheeps out there sitting there, don't know who they are, out there showing all they tail, the crack of their tail, sitting there being used, not knowing that they are being used to go and get these silly sheeps in order to send them to the slaughterhouse because they think that, oh, just because they are billionaire. Now we know right now your money don't mean crap. And the reason why your money does not mean crap because it's useless. It's useless. That's why when it came to Seancombs, his $50 million, $50 million don't mean nothing to them because they can make it by the second. By the second. $50 million does not mean nothing to them. It don't even mean nothing to other countries anymore because they are woke. We are the ones that still sleep. We are the ones that still sleep because we got the power, but we don't know that we have the power until we sit there and we renew our mind and come out of her. It's all a mind game, guys. I promise you, it's all a mind game until you sit there and shake off of those chains off of your mind, and be ye transformed by the renewness of your mind. Everything is just dealing with the mind. If they can sit there and get to your mind, then they know that they got you. That's what the devil does. He used your mind. Your mind is like a playground to him. That's why we have to guard our mind at all times. Leave these people stuff alone because it all belongs to us. Start pouring into your own community. Start raising up your own people to be the next leader. Because, like I said, we need somebody in the community. We need somebody in the community because every leader that we had, either they're going to sit there and take these bribes or they're going to end up sitting there, they're going to take them out or incarcerated. That's why I believe we are now in the last days, just like Silas and Paul. Half of our black melanated men are behind bars. That's a whole nother world by itself. But sooner or later, the Most High God gonna shake it up. He gonna shake it up, just like he did with Paul and Silas. It was an earthquake right there in prison. God is gonna send an earthquake right there in prison. You thought that the movie, The Planet of the Apes, you thought it was just a movie. It's gonna be just like that. God gonna sit there and he gonna send an earthquake right there in those prison cells, and before you know it, chains gonna be falling off. I need to pull that scripture up. I'm gonna find that scripture and pull it up. Where even the what you call that, the guards, the police guards, would stand still. They couldn't even move. They didn't know what had happened because the Holy Spirit went into the prisons and said and released every last one of them. Because most of them, our people, they're not bad people. It's just that they was caught into this matrix. How can you be bad when the Most High God called you in Psalms 82, call you gods? So if the Most High God called you gods, how can you be bad people? It's just that you have adapted the ways of these demons, these oppressors. Leave these people stuff alone and know who you are and come out of her. And that's real talk. So on that note, guys, like I said, I know you guys wasn't ready for this, but this right here, I can't sugarcoat. I can't tell you guys what you think that you're going to hear, but like what you want to hear. But this right here is real. They came out. the grand jury, we can sit there and we can prosecute a ham sandwich. Now they showing you right now, all it takes is baby oil. Put baby oil, thousands of bottles of baby oil. What is that's a crime? That's a crime. But they would do anything to demonize the black man because they don't know who they are. You don't know that you Alpha and Omega. You don't know that you was the beginning of the end. You don't know that you was here through the four corners of this earth. You don't know who you are. You don't know that before colonizations, you already was setting up governments. You already was setting up empires. By you allow these people to rock you to sleep. But some of the stuff God is not even going to hold you for, black man. Because the reason why, because if you've been oppressed and depressed by our oppressors, some things God is not going to hold you for. He only going to hold you for what you know. Once you know, then that's a whole different ball game because you know now. Once you know, you're not going to go back and keep dipping and dabbing in things of the world. Once you sit there and say, oh, I'm woke, but yet you still sitting there dipping and dabbing in things of the world, that's like a dog going back into his vomit. But like I said there and say, this is real. I'm not going to sit there and keep entertaining you guys, keep stroking you just for clicks and likes. And I don't care. Do you think that, like I said there and say, I'm going to sell my soul for you? The blood is going to be on my hands. I have to be accountable for this. So whose report do you think that I'm going to believe? I'm going to believe the report of the Most High God. I'm not going to sit there and dip and dab just because you see one of our silly sheep that fell astray. Oh, I'm supposed to put my foot upon his neck? Well, if I put my foot on his neck, then I'm going to have to put my foot on the ones that's pulling the strings. Nobody ever go to the ones that's pulling the strings. I'm not going to tell you no lie. I don't even watch TV because I don't want that really to get in my spirit. But one of my kids told me to watch this movie called The Snow. I think it's called Snow or The Snow. How in Compton, they didn't have all the drugs, but they probably had like weed or something like that. But it took the CIA to sit there and put all the drugs into that community, had them going crazy, acting a fool. Like I said, they say nobody goes after the system. That's why I get so mad when I see these drugs dispensary, selling marijuana, legal marijuana. I get so mad when I see them, especially when I see those dispensaries in black communities. So let me tell you why I get mad. And I get mad when I see a whole slew of our people standing in line waiting to go and purchase that marijuana. I get so upset. And the reason why I get so upset, and I'm going to close with that, because almost 90% of our black men are incarcerated behind the same stuff that now they are making billions of dollars legally selling to our people. But yet, when our people went in front of the judge, they didn't know where the marijuana was coming from, where they would throw the book at our people. And now you're trying to sit there and say, oh, we're going to release them. If anybody had a marijuana charge, we're going to release them. But now you done sit there, you done messed up their families, you done messed up their lives, you done messed up their mind, and now you're going to throw them out in the street after you done sit there and messed them up. But yet we got these people right now that we didn't know where they came from. They are now sitting there, got businesses, $1 billion, making billions of dollars off of this right here. You knew it was coming from them. And that's why I hate when I see how our people sitting there breaking their neck, going to these dispensaries, the same dispensaries that sat there and got your family locked up, make it make sense. And that's real talk, guys. Can't get no real than that. Simone say hello to Unapologetic and the chat. Thank you guys. But like I said, when it comes to stuff like this, you're not gonna get a huge outcome. But God said then say, don't be concerned, don't be worrying about people. You just worry about what I tell you. Say what thus says the Lord. Don't worry about their faces because there are some stiff necked people. But I'm pretty sure that it's going to be more people, more of our black guys, our melanated guys. It's going to be more because I don't think that if P. Diddy, they don't want him to sit there and talk, don't want him to make bail because I don't think that he going to even come out of this. And even if he do come out or he don't come out, I would sit there and I would go out. I would go out. I would go out in style. And I wouldn't only just try to tear down my people. I get to the puppet masters, the real ones that's can die with their legacies intact. This is not no new game. It's just that our people just finally just catching on to it. This is not new. They been was doing it. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's not our blueprint. We just sitting there mimicking after our oppressors. The biggest pimp alive, well, the biggest pimp that started this, he got to die in his legacy. But nobody ever went after him. And that's real talk. So on that note, guys, you all be blessed. I did my hour. And like I said, it is what it is. Mildred says Jamal Bryant tried to put in church. Yeah, that was something. That was something. He wanted his church members, Jamal Bryant, our own people. Like I said, and then the thing about it, he's supposed to be a pastor of a mega church. He wanted the church, he wanted to put a business of marijuana, wanted the church to sit there and help him to fund this, a dispensary. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And you wondering why the church is sick today. You wondering why the church is standing on one leg today because the church is sick. Why would people want to go in already hurt just to come back hurt, come out hurt? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Mildred say all been done under the sun. A lot of stuff, like I said, but nothing is new. Like I said, it's just going round and round and round until we sit there and say enough is enough. It's going to continue going round and round. It's just like our ancestors. It's supposed to have been like 11 or 14-day journey in the wilderness, but it took them 40 years. And this generation right here, it took us 400 years, and we still in the wilderness. And the reason why we can't come out because we fighting with each other. It's no loyalty. So if there's no loyalty and we fighting with each other, then what do you expect? These people, the power that be, they most likely say they don't know who they are, so we can continue playing with them. And how they keep us asleep is they sit there and they do stupid stuff like that, put stuff like that in our way. But they're going to protect their people, I promise you. They're going to protect their people. But all this right here, guys, is just a mind game. Until we sit there and we wake up and say enough is enough, that's when we're going to be able to come out. And that's real talk. So on that note, guys, you all be blessed.